Good afternoon, beautiful people. All right. I have started off the day great. Can't really complain, honestly. Life is going pretty good. Like, it's not terrible. It's not amazing, but we're right in the middle, you know what I mean? Oh, let me take out my earbud. Why do I have my earbud in? Sorry. But yeah, it's just been that kind of life. And of course, I'm not using my mic again today because I'm weird. I am weird. There's really not much for me to like say today, but like I did kind of want to continue my little jog from yesterday that I was talking about. More like how I was kind of just trying to tell people that you're not running out of time. Like, I understand some people may think, like, I've seen videos of like 40-year-olds, I've seen videos of like 45-year-olds, people just telling themselves they're like running out of time. And that video mainly just wanted me to tell you guys that, like, don't rush yourself too bad. If you know you're on the right path, but you know it's gonna take a while, then accept it's gonna take a while. Like, accept that. You need to be able to accept the fact that this isn't something that's just gonna happen overnight. That's where I originally wanted to leave off at. You're not gonna succeed overnight. Anyone that did, they got incredibly lucky. And honestly, actually no. A lot of people that did get incredibly lucky and were able to get into that, like, to that standpoint, great for them. That's amazing for them. But it's very different for everyone. One man can work from 20 to 25 and make millions because he got this event happen. Some people, they went through the proper steps to make sure that they got that, and it still didn't happen. Like, I've been uploading for a year, and I have a combined total of like 38,000 followers across all platforms. The Paul brothers uploaded on YouTube for 6 months, and they got like 5 million followers. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I'm saying it's very, very different. And you guys may be like, yeah, but their content style, I understand that, but of course, everyone's content appeals to a specific person, and who knows if I could have appealed to those 5 million people that like the style of content that I do. You know what I mean? But that's besides the point. Like, it really just is a combination of knowing that you're on the right path, as well as just taking a deep breath, holding yourself together, and knowing, like, I'm not going to succeed as fast as others, and that is okay. That is completely okay. Like, it's very much okay to not succeed as fast as someone else. Literally, like, what? Some of the richest people alive that get interviewed, they're like, I was broke until I was like 35. I was broke until I was 30. I had no money until I was this age. And there's nothing wrong with that. People really take things for granted. Like, yes, I understand. Oh, this person's 21 and they're making millions and millions of dollars a year. What makes you think that that was going to be your exact path in life? Like, what made you think that? Oh, because they did it and, like, I'm older than them. I understand that you're older than them, but at the same time, like, they got that opportunity because they landed it within the right time. They had their time. You haven't hit your time yet. Stop panicking. Eventually, hard work, consistency, it's all you really require at the end of the day. Just don't give up on yourself. Okay? Like, and that's why I constantly try to tell people, like, I believe in you. You may not believe in yourself, but I believe in you. You may be across this camera thinking to yourself, once again, like I've said before, this is some random man on the internet that's telling me that he believes in me. Why should I believe him? I think you should believe me because I kind of got that chance. I uploaded on TikTok for months and months in a row, and eventually I blew up to 30,000 followers. I got my slight chance there, and I'm waiting on another one. You know what I mean? That's where I'm trying to, like, make you guys sort of understand where I'm coming from. That's where I'm trying to make you guys understand. Like, you're not falling behind. That's not what's happening. You're not crashing down. You're not falling apart. Your path is just different, okay? And whether that means, oh yeah, I didn't get a stable job until I was 26, like 80% of the population doesn't get a good job until they're 26, bro. Majority of the population can't afford a proper house until they're 30 something. I promise you, those of you that are in your 20s to 25 years old, you're fine. You still have time. And even if you are like, man, I'm 35, I'm 40, so what? Like, people have this same mindset about jiu-jitsu, and I'm like, I have seen guys start jiu-jitsu at the age of like 40 something. And they go on to win like Masters Worlds, and they go on to do great things with their jiu-jitsu career. You want to know why? They didn't think in the back of their head, they're like, dang, I'm starting way too late. Like, crap. Like, I'm going against these guys that have been doing this their whole life. Like, how am I supposed to win? That's not the right way to think. The right way to think is, at least I started, and maybe I do have the chance to be something great. I'm staying consistent. I'm doing the right thing. My time will come. And maybe your time comes 15 years later. So what? I've been doing content creation for a year now. Not consistently. If you were to add all of the months I've actually been doing it, it probably equates to about maybe like consistent across all platforms. In reality, I don't actually have a year. I maybe have 8 to 9 months, if I'm being brutally honest with you guys. Like, and that's on me. That's my fault. Like, I didn't stay consistent, and I'd probably have more followers on my platforms if I did stay consistent, but that's for me to learn. That's me learning now. I should have stayed more consistent, and I would have had said followers. I would have been in this boat. But like, at the same time, I'm figuring it out, and I had the opportunity to realize, like, okay, let me stay consistent, and I'm gonna get there. I was able to get to the 35,000 followers. Who knows? I could probably break that end point of 100,000 followers one day. Like, who knows? You know what I mean? Like, who truly knows? Like, and it's... What is that noise? But sorry. Like I said, another beautiful thing. Like, that is just another beautiful thing. I was able to realize that. The reason why I haven't been doing it like this is because I wasn't consistent enough. I stopped being consistent, and look where that got me. You know what I mean? So, at the end of the day, be consistent. That's what matters. You're consistent, and you're following your little regime. Like, my thing is I upload content. I try to be entertaining. I don't have a specific niche. There's no specific niche that I have. Like, I talk about just about anything. My personality is my niche. My life is my niche. Whether you enjoy that or you don't, that's what it's going to be at the end of the day. Like, I make videos talking about music. I make videos talking about fasting. I made a video talking about why fasting is so difficult this year. And who knows if it's going to do well? Who knows if it's going to do poor? Like, that at the end of the day, like, it's not that big of a deal. It just isn't. You know? But then again, like, it really just, it's those situations that just, it is what it is. You know? I didn't get to those levels because I didn't stay consistent. It is what it is. I learned from it. I'm still, I'm basically 21. I turn 21 next month. I'm 21. I'm about to be 21. And I'm still not learning life the way I should, which is okay. I'm just learning that, oh, I got to stay consistent with social media or I'm not going to get anywhere. Oh, there's 16-year-olds out on Twitch that are making millions off of streaming. I understand that. But unfortunately, I didn't give myself the opportunity to do that, but I can't cry and weep about it. I can't. Those are like 1 in a million kinds of kids, you know what I mean? Like, those are truly 1 in a million kind of opportunities that for some reason when I was at that age, I wasn't thinking about it. I wasn't thinking, oh, I should do that. I wasn't. I was thinking about having fun. I was thinking about enjoying life in a different way. They're definitely enjoying life now. God knows how well they're doing, but I was enjoying life a different way that wasn't exactly as to what they were doing, and that's why I am where I am today. And there's nothing wrong with that. And maybe I'm not going to succeed in life. and I'm just speaking from my behind, but I believe that if I truly stay consistent enough and true to myself, I feel like maybe I can become successful. Maybe you guys will be like, oh my God, I used to watch, I've watched that guy since he had 100 subscribers and this and this and that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Like, maybe one day some people will be able to do that for me. Of course, the time isn't now, and that's not like a terrible thing. It's not a terrible thing. It's not a terrible thing to not succeed. Because there's different paths. I had a friend tried to become an electrical apprentice. It didn't work. He became an HVAC apprentice. He actually makes more money than he ever would make as an electrical apprentice. That's also success. Oh, but he's working 50 to 60 hour weeks. Like, I hate it when people tell me that. Like, oh, but he's working 50, 60 hour weeks. So what? So what if he's working 50, 60 hour weeks? He's still working. He lives in a nice house. He has a girlfriend that treats him amazing. I think he's winning in life. Whether that isn't him doing content creation and being able to make videos and make money, he has a girlfriend that loves him, a house that is very nice, by the way. I think he's making more than the average in this area, like by a good mile. So he's definitely living good. That's one thing I will say. He's definitely living life in a very comfortable area. Like, he has a house that is like, has a basement, has a gym in it, and he's not making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. He's making enough money, though, to know that he lives in a nice, loving household. No, actually, he might be. Sorry. Let me not be ignorant, and let me actually just be truthful. He probably is. Who knows? I'm not going to say who this guy is, but he has such a good life, and I'm so happy for him. I know a guy that's a mechanic. He's like, I work 70 hours a week. I work 60 to 70 hours a week. And I'm like, do you enjoy it? And he's like, honestly, yes. I've wanted to work on cars my whole life. I get to make a living off of working on cars. At the end of the day, my back may be a little sore, but I get to go home to my beautiful wife, my beautiful kid. He plans on, I think he plans on wanting to have another one. Who knows? And that's so beautiful to me. Like, oh, content creation doesn't work out. That doesn't mean I failed. That just means I have a different path. And whether that is working a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life and working 12-hour shifts 5 days in a row. So what? So freaking what? That is not a bad life. Oh, I hate the 9 to 5 life. It's so bad. College is a waste of money. Okay, maybe I'm not in college. I understand that. Why are you commenting on college? Why do you think it's not a waste of money if you're not in it? I don't think it's a waste of money. I don't think college is a scam at the end of the day. I've maybe joked around and said it, but I don't actually think college is a scam. I think it can get you very far. Like, I think it could get you to levels that make you very comfortable in life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with going to college. Oh, but the debt. Okay, those people knew the risks of going to college, and they knew the risks and the amount of debt that they were going to take on. Leave them alone. Stop saying that it's a scam. They're living good. Leave them alone. Okay? Like, that's not necessary. It's not necessary to be like, yeah, college is a scam anyways. Like, come on, dude. No. Don't say that. Just because your path wasn't college doesn't mean you hate on it, bro. Come on. Why is this cop speeding behind me? But y'all get my point. Y'all get my point. We're currently at the post office. I'm about to ship some orders out. There are a lot of people in here, and I usually know that during these operating hours, the post office doesn't want people recording. So I'm not going to bring you guys in like I did with one of my videos. Like, usually I love bringing you guys in. Like, I'm getting more comfortable with you guys, but I know in these public service areas, they don't usually want people recording the public. So I'll be back, of course, to you guys a second, to me like a couple minutes. Bye-bye. All right, and just like that, I am back. But, sorry, as I was saying, like, it's not your path to succeed fast. Sometimes. Like, that's sometimes just the case. Like, you're not bound to succeed incredibly quickly or within a year. You're not. As much as I would love for that to happen to all of us, everyone that's watching this, it's not realistic. Oh, but if you work hard enough and do the right things within a year, you could totally do it. For sure. And I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that is something. That is difficult. That is not easy to do. That is a lot harder than you think it is, you know? That is actually way harder than you think it is. As a matter of fact, I don't see a lot of people just automatically succeeding within a year. It's just not too realistic of an expectation. But at the same time, if you do, I am so proud of you, and literally good job, because that's honestly amazing. Couldn't be more happy for someone that does that. But like, in reality, some people don't succeed in a year and they think it's quits. And I don't like that mindset. I think that, honestly, in my honest opinion, I think that you should not expect that. You shouldn't. Just don't expect to succeed in a year. If you do succeed in a year, rub it in my face. You know what? Be like, yo, I succeeded in a year. So what about me? And I'm like, good for you. If you succeeded in a year, that is awesome for you. Maybe not everyone has the same situation. Maybe not everyone's in the same boat. Maybe not everyone hit their time. That was your time. You hit your time. That's what matters, okay? Not everyone's going to hit that time. Not everyone's going to hit the time, okay? Like, people hit their moments, and some people hit their moments later. Some people hit their moments earlier. Like, some people will upload on social media for a couple months and get millions of followers. Like I just said, that's not what's going to happen to you if you're not. But these people probably uploaded consistently or had that video that just really struck to the audience to do something about it. Not everyone has the same case. Not everyone has the same case, okay? It's just not how it is. As much as I don't want to have to say, oh, it sucks to suck, it really does suck to suck, okay? It really does suck to suck in some situations, okay? That's one thing I'm going to tell everyone. It sucks to suck sometimes. Like, I hate that terminology, but, oh man, he succeeded faster than me, I should quit. It sucks to suck. Really, it does. Like, I've been in that boat. People doing stuff with their lives before me, it sucks to suck. I just tell myself, like, at the end of the day, it sucks to suck. What am I going to do about it? What can I do about it? Nothing. I can't do anything about that. What am I going to do? Go ruin their lives because theirs is better than mine? No. I'm going to put my foot in the ground and keep doing what I'm doing until I succeed. Whether that is when I'm 30, whether that is when I'm 40. It happens. It really does just happen. It's more of a in-the-moment kind of thing. You hit your moment or you don't. Or you keep being consistent until you wait and you finally do. But not a lot of people are willing to hear that. Not a lot of people are willing to listen to that. So, yeah. That's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. I just gotta really put my head in the game more. I didn't what the hell? I didn't do everything that I truly wanted to do in a year because maybe I wasn't consistent enough. Maybe I wasn't doing enough to get there. Whose fault is that but mine? That's my fault. I knew I wasn't consistent. I knew I wasn't doing the right things. If you know you're doing the right things and you know you're taking the right steps, then you're doing perfectly fine. I knew what I did wrong and I'm capitalizing on it. So that's good. Once again, am I repeating myself? Yes, but some people just can't seem to listen to... Some people can't stand to handle the fact that it takes time. People can't handle that. People will not be able to handle that. You need to be able to tell yourself, I have time, I'm taking the right steps and I'm going to get there. I don't give a damn how old you are. I don't. You're taking the right steps. Good. Oh, but I'm in this situation, As long as you're taking the right steps. As long as you know you're taking the right steps, whether that's an inch forward, whether that's a foot forward, whether that's a yard forward, I don't care. As long as you're taking the right steps. But yeah, that's what I can say. Geez, gas prices are out of whack right now. We were at like $2.50 the other day. Now we're back up to $3.29, and I pay for premium. So in reality, I'm paying $4.50. But you understand? Y'all understand what I'm saying? You just gotta live a little easier on yourself. Be easier on yourself. Stop beating yourself up. Stop thinking it's the end of the world because you don't have $1 million in your bank account right now. It's not the right way to think. Sometimes happiness isn't about having millions of dollars. Sometimes happiness in reality is being able to provide for yourself, knowing that you can provide for yourself, and just being generally comfortable. And I know people are going to come to my videos and be like, why do you repeat yourself so much? Because maybe some of you guys don't understand that. Some of you guys will never understand the fact that being successful doesn't necessarily mean millions in the bank, supercar, all that stuff. At the end of the day, it could just be, I got married and I live in a happy home. I live in an apartment, I provide for myself, and I put food on the table. For some people, that's all success can be. That's all success can be for someone. And that's such a beautiful thing. Some people just need to look at it that way more often, you know? Stop taking life so serious. Stop thinking you have to have millions. If you're working to get to the millions, okay, good. I'm glad you have that mindset that you're like, okay, I'm just going to keep working until I make millions. Good. I'm glad you have that mindset. But for some people, that is not the case. So don't let yourself think that. Okay? Hold yourself to a standard, but not one that is so crazy that you expect, like, if you're going to hold yourself to a standard, at least hold yourself to one that you know will take time. That's what I'm going to say. If it takes time, hold yourself to that standard. Okay? There is nothing wrong with holding yourself to a high standard as long as you know it's going to take time to get there. If you hold yourself to a high standard and you think it's going to happen within a couple months, okay, you're being delusional. Don't think, oh, I'm going to, like, maybe you will land that pot. Maybe you will land in the pot of gold and hit it in a couple months. But not everyone is that way. Okay? So don't think like that. Think in the scenery of, I will eventually get there if I keep doing the right thing. It's just not going to be fast. It might be slow and steady. It might be medium paced. You might win next month. But then again, stop thinking to yourself, oh, but I need to reach these standards this fast. You think alcoholics are quit by the next month? You think people that were addicted to these hard drugs do it within the next month? You think and of course, oh, is that a crazy comparison? Yes, but they didn't do it in the next month. They started this stuff thinking like they started the journey to quit. I've met many people that have worked on their way to like quitting this stuff, and they're doing very well. It took time. But that is a standard that some people reach. Sobriety is a big standard for a lot of people. And it's a very, that is the number one step for a bunch of people. Hence why I'm saying this. Oh, reaching sobriety. You think some people struggle with sobriety for years before they can actually start with having their steps towards success. That's what I mean by not everyone is on the same path. And to those of you that are watching this and you're like, oh man, like I'm struggling with like this and I can't stop doing it. Can't stop smoking weed. It's not going to take in reality, it's not going to take you a month to stop. You're going to go from doing it every day to the next week. You're going to start doing it. You're going to keep going gradually less and less each week until you finally stop. You see what I mean, guys? Like, that's kind of like, that's where I'm trying to like kind of bring you guys a standpoint. I'm not trying to make you guys think, what the hell? Drugs, that's a weird comparison. It's not the comparison I'm trying to truly make, that like, oh, drugs and success. The thing is for some people, getting sober is the first step, and that takes time. For some people, some people, they struggle to get a job. That takes time. There's so many things with time. Stop beating yourself up about it, okay? That's all I can say. It just takes time. And that's not a bad thing. But yeah, that's all I can really say for the time being. I do need to get home. I gotta make some listings on Depop. And yeah, that's, like I said, that's one of my steps to becoming successful. Selling all my stuff to hopefully be able to find something different, you know? But I'm being confusing. This video is just a whole crap load. But yeah, guys, just thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys for listening to me repeat the same thing 1,000 times over. But yeah, bye.